Jungkook's arrival with the BTS members in Chicago again stole the attention of fans. As soon as the news of their presence in the city circulated, the atmosphere among the American Army immediately turned into a very crowded. Social media is filled with uploads, comments, video clips, and various speculations about BTS's activities while in Chicago. For ARMY, the arrival of BTS in a city is not just a change of location. Every moment of the members' journey always has its own charm. Starting from the appearance at the airport, dress style, expression when meeting fans, to small interactions between members can be the subject of conversation in a short time. This time, the biggest attention was again focused on Jungkook. One of the youngest members of BTS has always been a magnet for fans in various countries. His presence in the United States, especially when BTS is going through their series of activities, is almost always greeted with great enthusiasm. However, amid the excitement of welcoming BTS to Chicago, there was also discussion about the figure who some social media users referred to as Jungkook's mysterious girlfriend. It should be emphasized from the beginning that the term mysterious boyfriend in this discussion is a designation circulating among social media users and is not an official confirmation of Jungkook's romantic relationship. There is no sufficient basis to state that a certain figure is really Jungkook's partner based solely on video cuts, photos, or fan guesses. Nevertheless, the rumor remains one of the topics that makes the social media atmosphere more crowded. BTS's arrival in Chicago draws attention. Chicago is one of the major cities in the United States that has a fairly large K-pop fan base. When BTS is in the city, ARMY's attention is of course directly focused on the activities of the members. Many fans were enthusiastic as BTS's presence provided an opportunity to take a closer look at the journey of the group that has become one of the biggest names in the South Korean music industry. When information about their arrival began to spread, various social media platforms were immediately filled with posts from the ARMY. Some fans shared photos and videos, while others wrote welcoming messages. There are also fans who claim that they did not expect to see BTS back in America. For them, a moment like this feels special because BTS has a long history with American fans. The enthusiasm also shows how strong the emotional connection between BTS and ARMY is. Although the fans come from different countries, different languages, and cultures, BTS's music has created a huge global community. And when BTS arrives in a city, the community seems to move together. Jungkook back in the spotlight. As is often the case, Jungkook became one of the most talked about members. Each of its appearance is able to attract attention in a short time. Fans pay attention to various details from hairstyles, clothes, accessories, facial expressions, to the way Jungkook interacts with those around him. However, what makes this moment even more crowded is the re-emergence of the discussion about the female figure that some social media users associate with Jungkook. Some fan accounts then began linking the pieces of information they saw to old rumors. There are those who try to compare the location, clothing, travel time, even the appearance of a person around Jungkook's neighborhood. This is where speculation develops. A single post can generate hundreds of comments. Then the upload is shared again by another account. In a matter of hours, a conjecture that originally only came from individual observations could turn into a topic discussed by many. However, viral does not mean true. This is an important thing to keep in mind when discussing rumors of an artist's personal life. Who is the mysterious girlfriend? The question has become one of the topics that most arise among fans. But until now, the mention of a person as a mysterious girlfriend cannot be considered a fact only because there is a visual similarity, a close location, or a coincidence of the time of appearance. In the world of celebrities, this kind of situation is actually not something new. An artist can be in the same place as another person for many reasons. They can work together, be in the same group, attend the same event, meet friends, or even just happen to be in the same location. Therefore, a short photo or video is not enough to prove a personal relationship. Over the years, BTS has faced various rumors regarding the members' personal lives. Jungkook, as one of the most popular members, certainly gets a lot of attention. It is not surprising that even small gestures can be analyzed by thousands of fans. US Army, more focused on BTS arrival. Amid the various speculations, many American soldiers seem to prefer to celebrate the arrival of BTS. For them, the opportunity to see BTS in Chicago is much more important than rumors of a personal life. A welcome message appeared. Some have said that they have been waiting for BTS to return to America for a long time. There are also those who claim to be very happy just by knowing that the members are in the city. Some fans even shared their experiences of waiting or trying to see BTS from a certain distance. This phenomenon shows that the enthusiasm for BTS is still very strong. Jungkook may be one of the members who gets the most attention, but ARMY's support is still directed to all members. The names RM, Jin, SUGA, JHope, Jimin, V, and Jungkook are again mentioned in various uploads. The fans aren't just waiting for Jungkook. They're waiting for BTS. A small moment at the airport can go viral. One of the highlights of the K-pop fandom is the ability of fans to capture small details. When an idol arrives at the airport, the fan's camera usually goes straight to work. Each step can be recorded from different angles. Then the photos circulated on social media. Within minutes, fans were already aware of the outfit the idol was wearing. A few minutes later, there was a discussion about her hairstyle. After that, fans began to pay attention to anyone who was around. Jungkook very often experiences situations like this. Even when he's just walking towards a vehicle or waving to fans, the moment can turn viral. His arrival in Chicago again demonstrated the phenomenon. The ARMY did not just see a singer arriving in a city. They saw idols who for many years accompanied their life journey through music. American ARMY welcome makes the atmosphere more festive. One of the reasons why BTS's arrival always feels special is the fan welcome. American ARMY is known to be very active in various activities related to BTS. When the members arrive, fans can gather to provide support, carry banners, shout their names, or simply wait for the opportunity to see the idol. For BTS members, a welcome like this is certainly a form of meaningful support. The journey of an international artist is not always easy. They have to move from one country to another, facing busy schedules, long trips, rehearsals, appearances, interviews, and various other activities. Therefore, seeing fans still provide positive energy can be something very valuable. Jungkook and the members of BTS certainly have a special relationship with the American ARMY because their careers in America have been going on for years. From television appearances, award shows, concerts, to various musical activities, BTS has built a long history in the United States. Chicago is one of the most important. For ARMY, every city BTS visits has its own story. Chicago has a different character than other major cities in America. The city is known as one of the important cultural and musical centers. Therefore, BTS's presence in Chicago not only attracts the attention of K-pop fans, but also shows how wide the group's global reach is. For local fans, this moment can be an unforgettable memory. Imagine someone who has been listening to BTS songs for years suddenly finds out that Jungkook, Jimin, V, Jin, RM, JHope, and SUGA are in the same city. These feelings are certainly difficult to explain. That's why social media is immediately crowded. Why did Jungkook's name go viral so quickly? Jungkook's popularity is one of the main reasons. Jungkook has a huge fan base in various countries. The name is not only popular in South Korea, but also in America, Europe, Asia, and various other regions. Therefore, any information about him has a great potential to go viral. Plus, fans have a high curiosity for the activities of their idols. When Jungkook is spotted at a location, questions immediately arise. What is he doing? Who's with him? Will he perform? Are there BTS activities? These questions then developed into a variety of discussions. However, curiosity should still be accompanied by restrictions. The personal life of an artist remains a private territory. The mystery of the mysterious man is back in the news. Rumors about Jungkook's romantic partner aren't really new. As an artist with immense popularity, Jungkook's personal life is often the subject of speculation. Every time a female figure appears who is considered to have a relationship with him, the internet can immediately be crowded. The problem is that some of the speculation has gone too far. Photos that do not actually have any relationship can be treated as evidence. It happens that clothes can be considered a sign of a relationship. The same location is considered evidence of the meeting. In fact, all of them do not necessarily have a relationship. Therefore, the discussion about Jungkook's mysterious girlfriend should be placed as rumor or speculation, not fact. It is also important that the information circulating does not harm people who actually have no relation to the rumors. ARMY divided in various reactions. Interestingly, the ARMY's reaction to this kind of rumor is not always the same. There are fans who are immediately curious and want to know who the figure is talking about. There are also those who prefer not to interfere in Jungkook's personal life. Some even asked fellow fans to stop spreading speculation without evidence. Meanwhile, other groups prefer to enjoy BTS content without thinking about rumors. The difference in reactions shows that BTS's fandom is huge and made up of people with diverse views. However, one thing that still unites them is the love of BTS's music. The 7 members remain the main focus. Although Jungkook is the center of attention, don't let BTS's arrival in Chicago be seen from just one person. BTS is a group of 7 members who have their own character and journey. RM is known for its leadership. Jimin has a personality that often makes fans laugh. SUGA is known for his musicality and style of work. JHope always carries positive energy. Jimin has a strong stage character and is full of emotions. V has a distinctive visual appeal and style, while Jungkook is known as a versatile performer with outstanding vocal and stage skills. The 7 formed BTS. Therefore, their arrival in Chicago became a moment worth celebrating together. Chicago and ARMY memories. For many fans, a BTS concert or arrival isn't just about seeing idols. It's an experience. There are fans who save for months. Some travel far. Some people buy merchandise. Someone made a banner. Some spend hours waiting, all because they want to create memories. When BTS finally arrived in their city, the fatigue seemed to pay off. That is why the atmosphere of the ARMY in Chicago is so full of enthusiasm. They welcome not only famous artists, they welcome this part of their life's journey. Jungkook and his relationship with the ARMY. Jungkook himself over the years has shown that ARMY support has an important place in his journey. From his debut to becoming a global superstar, Jungkook grew up alongside BTS and their fans. Therefore, every time he was in the presence of the ARMY, the moment often felt emotional. A small smile, a wave of the hand, or a short greeting can be a memory that fans carry with them for years. In Chicago, the energy returned. ARMY who are around BTS activities are certainly very enthusiastic, while fans who could not attend in person followed developments through social media. Social media makes this moment even bigger. Without social media, an arrival may only be known by the people on site. But now the situation is different. A single video can spread around the world in just minutes. Photos of Jungkook taken in Chicago can appear in different countries almost simultaneously. Fans in Indonesia, South Korea, Japan, the Philippines, America, Brazil, the United Kingdom, and other countries can see the same moment. This is the power of BTS's global fandom. A local moment can turn into an international phenomenon. And BTS's arrival in Chicago shows that again. Speculation must be separated from facts. In the midst of enthusiasm, it is important to distinguish between confirmed information and speculation. The arrival of BTS is something that can be reported if there is a clear source. However, Jungkook's personal relationship status with someone needs much stronger confirmation. It's not fair to Jungkook or anyone else if a rumor is treated as fact. Therefore, the term mysterious girlfriend in this kind of title and discussion should be understood as part of the fan conversation phenomenon, not a statement that Jungkook really has a specific partner. Precisely by maintaining these limits, fans can still enjoy entertainment news without participating in spreading unproven information. Why is the ARMY happy? The answer is simple. Because BTS is back in front of them. After a long journey, individual activities, various projects, and an international schedule, every opportunity to see the members together becomes something very valuable for fans. Jungkook became one of the most highlighted faces. But ARMY's happiness doesn't just come from Jungkook. It's nice to see all the members. I'm glad to see BTS in America. They are happy to know that the group they love is still able to create incredible enthusiasm. Chicago is part of that story. Fans began to look forward to the next activity. After the arrival of BTS, ARMY's attention certainly turned to the next agenda. Will they perform? Will there be a special event? Will the members do individual activities? Will there be interesting interactions between them? Questions like this keep fans up to date. Jungkook is certainly one of the most anticipated members. So are Jimin, V, Jin, RM, SUGA, and JHope. Each of their activities has the potential to create new moments. Not just rumors, but celebrations for BTS. If you look at the whole situation, actually the most interesting thing about BTS's arrival in Chicago is not a rumor about a mysterious figure. The bigger thing is the ARMY's reaction. Their enthusiasm shows that the relationship between BTS and fans is still very strong. Fans keep following their journey, keep supporting their music. It remains to wait for their appearance, and still feel happy when BTS arrived in their city. Rumors may be a temporary talking point, but BTS, music, and travels are the main reason this fandom survives. A moment that is likely to continue to be talked about. BTS' arrival in Chicago will likely result in many moments that fans continue to talk about. Starting from the appearance of the members, their interactions, ARMY reactions, to various small events that occurred while in the city. Jungkook is likely back in the center of the camera's attention. Jimin may again steal the spotlight with his warm interactions. V could have made fans excited with his signature style. JHope always has the potential to bring positive energy. Jin can make the atmosphere more relaxed. RM and SUGA are also no less interesting to note. In the end, each member has their own charm. Chicago welcomes BTS, ARMY welcomes with love. BTS's arrival in Chicago is a reminder that the group's journey is still capable of creating tremendous enthusiasm. For the US Army, BTS's presence in their city is an opportunity to re-experience the atmosphere they've been longing for. Fan cheers, cameras capturing the moment, social media uploads, and various welcome messages were part of the story. Meanwhile, the emergence of rumors about Jungkook's mysterious girlfriend added spice to the internet conversation. However, rumors remain rumors until there is official information that can confirm them. Therefore, fans can enjoy the excitement of BTS's arrival without having to draw conclusions about Jungkook's personal life. The most important thing is to respect the privacy of the members and still support them through the work. Jungkook remains Jungkook. Despite all the attention and rumors, Jungkook remains a man who lives his life. It has work, family, friends, and personal space. Huge popularity does make the life of a celebrity difficult to completely separate from the public spotlight. However, privacy limits remain important. ARMY can show support without having to know every detail of his idol's personal life. In fact, giving space to an artist's personal life can also be a form of affection. As such, support for Jungkook comes not only when he performs on stage, but also when he leads a life outside of the camera spotlight. ARMY's enthusiasm is proof of BTS's strength. What happened in Chicago shows one important thing. BTS still has an incredible ability to move millions of people. One arrival alone is able to make social media crowded. One photo can be the subject of discussion. One video can be watched by fans from different parts of the world. And one smile of Jungkook can make the ARMY timeline full of comments. That's the BTS phenomenon.